Jacob deGrom, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
So striding forward now, Ender Inciarte. And we are set for baseball here this evening. First pitch of the at-bat. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this is a nice one. First game of a homestand. You played well on the road. You got a chance to grab a shower and sleep in your own bed last night. I bet you this team comes out on the attack today.
The 1-1 home. This one's down to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first.
Batting second, the right fielder, Nick Martinez.
At the plate. Nick Martinez, he'll get to take his first cuts here. And now pitch on the way. And we'll see some 40s before things are said and done tonight. Right now 51 degrees at first pitch. Bases are empty, one man out. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
D-Row, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2. Freddie Freeman there. He'll hit next. And he fouls this one off. 1 out, nobody on. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away. So a runner on first with 1 out now, and that brings in Freddie Freeman. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, you might have to work the opposite field.
And a pitch takes off inside and gets away. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. Working for the punch out and the offering.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw gets him, 2 down. So here's the cleanup hitter, Ronald Acuna, and he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. One and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Braves strand 1. Braves nothing. Mets coming to bat. You're watching MLB Network. Cole Hamels gets the call for game 1 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's ERA. Any ERA under 4 is pretty good in this day and age of baseball when we have all these high-scoring, high-flying affairs. This guy knows how to pitch. He knows how to control the running game. And most importantly, he's not afraid to throw strikes. We'll see how he does in this one.
And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. So far this year against Southpaws, Rosario brings a batting average in the low 220s to the table.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
On the season, Rosario is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good.
Having a little trouble finding the zone to start the night. It's always deflating to walk the leadoff guy in the game, so we'll see if he can initiate some contact here.
3-2, full count. Heading out towards shallow right. Markakis has a read on it. 1 away.
Batting second, the designated hitter.
Now to the plate, the Mets DH, number 14, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
The 0-2 once more. Hit back toward the mound. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Number 14 has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And this one's in the dirt. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. From the stretch. Still 1-2.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
The 1-2. Sinks below the knees, taken for a ball. Runners on first with 1 down. And it's fouled away. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. From the stretch. Tried to get him with the cutter, but it's a full count, 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Now the payoff pitch home. High in the air out towards shallow right. And Markakis will tuck this one in for out number 2. Standing in, Pete Alonso. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Hamels comes set, and the pitch. That just misses off the inside for ball 1. Alonso is certainly known in part for power at the plate, in particular in these types of matchups against a good opposite field power here, taken high and deep to right. And this one will bounce into the wall. And a relay to the plate.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head. One hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Here's the 1-0. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Up and in. Big danger now. It's 3-0. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Lifted down the line in left. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
So our situation has the bases loaded. 2 men out. And into bat next will be J.D. Davis. Here comes the first pitch. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. Stepping in, Marcell Ozuna. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1.
Classic strikeout pitch right there on 0-2. It's the one we know he loves going to, but great recognition to lay off in that spot.
2-2 to Marcell Ozuna. The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
So stepping in, Ozzie Albies. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
You know, when you're facing a top-of-the-line pitcher like this, he's going to be down around the knees like that more often than not. The key is punishing whatever mistakes he makes, but So far, he hasn't made many.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Ozzie Albies is sent packing for out number 2 in the inning. Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Fly ball out toward left center field. Left fielder is on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Braves are set down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Next up from New York, Dominic Smith. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. A changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. The 1-0 is taken, strike 1. Smith is a first baseman, of course, but he can also be found in the outfield, as is the case in this one. And there's ball 2 now.
2-1.
To 2-2 now.
2-2.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Stepping in, Wilson Ramos. He's hoping to break out of the slump he's been stuck in. The 1-0.
Whoa, that's down. Ball inside.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
His eyes lit up on that one above the zone, but he comes up empty.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Swanson picks it up. Throw on to first, and Hamels has retired the first 2 in the inning.
Batting ninth, the second baseman.
Into the box now, Luis Guillorme. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
First pitch on its way. Ahmed Rosario is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Rosario, a native of the Dominican Republic. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. 1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. Two balls and a strike to Ahmed Rosario. Guillorme is off of first with 2 away. A 3-ball 1-strike count to the Mets shortstop.
He drilled the previous batter, and now he falls behind 3-1 to this guy. The last thing you can do, though, is throw a fastball middle of the plate right here.
Strike taken. Good pitch on the lower part of the zone.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Hit to short. Swanson scoops it up. Over to Albies covering at second, and that'll do it. Mets strand 1. All set for the start of the inning, and the next in is Johan Camargo. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. A ball and a strike. And he misses 2-1. Now the pitch.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
And the count will be full. fouled away. Another payoff pitch.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
A little roller toward the hole. Oh, behind the back. And they will get, no, he's in there. A very close play at first. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Dansby Swanson goes down for the first out here in inning number 3. Ender Inciarte comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. They'll start things here at 316. 4 home runs and a dozen RBIs. Rosario is there.
The first baseman, number 5.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Freddie Freeman. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 1-0 the count. 1-0. Here it is. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
And this will be fouled away. The set and the 2-2. And he'll fight to stay alive here as this is reached for and fouled away. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of...
This one gets through, and that could bring in a run. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
Number 13.
Acuna digs in now, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Certainly a big moment in this game. Bases loaded, tie score. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. 1-1. Here it is. And he strikes him out. So a missed opportunity at the plate as he strands 3 runners and the side is retired. Braves will strand 3. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
Back now for the Mets' third turn at bat, and unfortunately for them and their fans, this lineup hasn't really found its stride this season. Coming into this one, they find themselves last in the league in runs scored, and a big part of that has to do with their lack of home run production, a category where they also rank dead last. In talking to a member of the front office, he acknowledged how important home runs are to scoring runs in today's sport, and that they simply haven't done a good enough job of getting the power bats they need in place. He went on to say, it's probably the #1 problem we have to address going forward. Matt?
Okay, thank you, Heidi. 2 balls and no strikes to the Mets DH.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
2-1 to count. Now here's the pitch. That's strike 2 on a well-placed changeup around the knees. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind and count 3-2.
Desmond.
Digging in to try it again. Desmond Lindsay, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. And he lays off for ball 1. Well, New York Mets fandom has really been taken to another level by that group decked out in orange in right center field. They got their name from the 7-line subway train that serves Citi Field, and it's become quite a big deal here in Queens.
Yeah, Matt, they really do an awesome job rallying the Mets and getting more fans bought into the whole movement. But one of the things I love most about the group is how well they travel. You see cheering sections in other cities, but these guys go all over the country, invade sections of visiting ballparks to root for the Mets. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's a well-organized group, believe it or not, that holds several events throughout the year. They even take their act on the road to visiting ballparks a couple of times each season. It's been really great for the Mets organization. Pete Alonso will stand in for the second time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman.
1 ball, 1 strike.
A ball and 2 strikes the count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that. Digging in for his second at-bat, Marcell Ozuna comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Count even now at 1-1. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. No balls and a strike to count. Albies with a 1-1 count now.
I got a ball, 1 strike. Ball 2.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Trying to bunt his way aboard to no avail. It's 2-2. Fouled off. Here's another 2-2. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Now back. Catcher.
Stepping in now, Tyler Flowers. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. While the throw pulls him off the bag.
Oh, this is kind of unforgivable for the second baseman. He tries to square himself to the throw to second to start the double play, and I'm not sure what happened next. Maybe his cleats got stuck, or maybe he just lost the grip, but the net result is E4 with 2 men on board.
Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far in this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
No runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. In the dirt here, throw over to third here, and he nails him at third. Great throw. 1 left for Atlanta. So here's Brandon Nimmo, reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Acuna giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Up next to the bat,
J.D. Davis the next to bat. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
Count now a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 delivery.
That's ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Just off the inside part of the plate, it's 3-1. 1 out, nobody on. Now a check swing, but he holds up too late, and it's full now at 3-2. He loses him on ball 4. So 1 gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And that'll bring up the left-handed bat of Dominic Smith. From the belt, the pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Too high, and it's 3-0. Next pitch from Hamels tonight will be number 73 for him in the ballgame. 3-1 to the Mets left fielder.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that run on first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
Swing and a miss, and they come back from a 3-0 count to sit him down on strikes, and there are 2 gone. So the runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and next is the catcher Wilson Ramos. In the dirt, and now let's see. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. Hamels comes set, and the pitch. Popped him up. Freeman in foul ground. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves' offense with their manager, Brian Snitker, during the commercial break. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Down the third baseline. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
No doubt about it. He was looking fastball all the way there, and that's exactly what he got. Got the barrel out front and just blasted it down the line for an extra base hit. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Great opportunity here.
1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Got to believe you're going to get some tough pitches in this count with the base open at first. This is where you have to regroup and find a way to get a good pitch to drive in that run.
No one out with a runner at second. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. And it's fouled away. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Nick Markakis digging in now, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. This year against right-handed pitching, Markakis has a batting line residing in the 290s, looking to boost that even higher here.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Now, after back-to-back strikeouts, he's got a real good chance of making that leadoff double pretty much meaningless. He's made some good pitches, and these hitters have really failed driving him in or at least getting him over.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Now it's 2-0. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. 2 out here and a runner at second. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. And he continues to labor here, coming up on 100 pitches in just the 5th inning.
Boy, D-Row, this is a spot right now. If you're an offense, you start licking your chop. Pitch count starting to get up into the 5th inning. They could be sitting on some big knocks right here.
Yeah, and we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Braves strand 1. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Luis Guillorme is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0.
Hey, you think the game plan is to pitch this guy inside? They plunked him in the first at-bat, and they're clearly coming right back in again.
And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. 2-1 pitch is a cut fastball taken for strike 2.
Wow, not sure what they're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle, center cut. Tough pitch to take.
Swinging a soft liner. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
The batter, number 1.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
The 1-1 home.
Inside, ball 2.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Full count now, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. And now a ball lifted into the air out towards center field. Acuna is there now, and he has it, 2 gone.
The batter, number 14.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, number 14. A hit in 2 tries so far. There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike. That's strike 2 on a well-placed changeup around the knees.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Albies moving to his left, and that ends the inning. Ready once again, Ronald Acuna. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ball 1. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
Lindsey is over a few steps toward the line, and he has it for the first out.
The left fielder, number 20.
Settling in now, Marcell Ozuna. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit out towards second. He's got it. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Good range shown off into the hole right there. That's not an easy play, but these guys make it look that way sometimes.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
The guy in the mound is having one heck of a night, but the downside of that, if you're going to strike out a lot of guys, your pitch count is going to be high, so this gives the offense some kind of hope as this game's getting down to the end.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Reined in. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Braves, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Digging in, Desmond Lindsey. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Desmond.
First pitch on its way. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Hey, it's tough when your team is being held scoreless on the scoreboard. He was trying to put him on the board with a swing like that one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. The next 0-2 is looked at for ball 1. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, You have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1.
Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
And just never could commit to the swing there, but he went around, and it's even now at 2-2. Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle of the order guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
0-1 the count. Hamels peers in. Here comes the pitch. This is pulled into right. Markakis is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Down in order. Now in the box, Tyler Flowers. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. First offering on its way. Swing and a line drive. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out.
Now batting, third baseman, Johan Camargo.
Digging in the switch hitter, Johan Camargo. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
But there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2.
Shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
Davis brings it in. Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Braves are set down 1-2-3. We are still scoreless. Bottom of the inning now. Ready now, J.D. Davis. It was a walk in his last trip.
Not sure if this is a powerhouse pitching performance by both teams or bad hitting, but as we're moving late into this one, it's about time somebody puts something together to try to score a run.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
And that's going to be a base hit, so the possible go-ahead run is on here to start the home half of the 7th. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder up, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Strike taken up in the zone. Try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Striding into the box, Wilson Ramos. Third at bat in this one. He's bounced out and popped out in his 2 previous trips. And that misses for ball 1.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. High in the air down the right field line, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. One and two, here it comes. And this one gets away. And a very big mistake, as that'll move the possible go-ahead run into scoring position.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up 3 bases.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And the indication from the dugout comes, it looks like they're going to put him on intentionally, so that'll set up the double play possibility with 1 away. Ready for another chance? Luis Guillorme. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Now the 1-0. Grounded to short. The throw pulls him off the bag.
You know, D-Rose, sometimes one of your best friends are your own teammates right there. Good hustle from first base to beat that throw to second, and guess what? He bought his battery, made a knock.
Yeah, he definitely bought him a knock. You know what else he's going to buy him? He's going to buy him dinner on the road at some point, because that's some significant hustle right there. It was a nice play. The internal clock of the defender thought he still had a chance at second. Wasn't meant to be.
As a look, now the pitch.
Nope, at the back.
Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
Hey, that's the kind of swing you'd like to see a guy take with the bases loaded. He's going for the downs.
The 1-1. Grounded to the right. Freeman is up with it. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Just what Next will be the designated hitter, Ender Inciarte. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
He's starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Seth Lugo comes on now, and he's just hoping to keep this thing tied. No save opportunity here.
Number 67, Seth Lugo.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when this pitcher's missing like he is.
The 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Yanked hard, but foul to the right. Now another 2-2.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop.
And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Final line there for the Mets starting pitcher. He was great all night long.
Hey, Matty V, this guy had it going in this one. You look down at the bottom of that scroll. 10 strikeouts. He had that swing and miss stuff from the beginning all the way to the end in this one.
Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. High in the air and deep to left center field. And that will hop over the wall now as he'll be awarded second base here. It's a ground rule double.
There's a deep fly ball. Doesn't quite get out of the ballpark, but it hits in the right spot as it bounces off that hard warning track and over the wall for a ground rule double. Not sure if he had triple on his mind.
And the indication from the dugout comes, it looks like they're going to put him on intentionally. So that'll set up the double play possibility with one away. So it's a tight spot here. First and second, one man out, and that'll bring up the always dangerous Ronald Acuna Jr. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
The Braves have been looking for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a big time for that.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit. Long throw to the plate. They can't make the tag on him. He's safe. And they've taken the lead here in the 8th.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Roy. You just get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Edwin Diaz takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. Comes set and the 0-1. Swinging a ground ball to third. And a reach with the backhand, but he comes up empty as that gets by him. In to score is the runner from first. It's a 3-0 game.
Hey, D-Roy, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Smith has to range back, but he'll make the catch near the line, and there are 2 men gone. Stepping into the box, Tyler Flowers. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. And a ball, 1-0.
Oh, not sure where that one missed, and I'm not sure the pitcher does either.
And he fouls this one off. 3 runs already home here. A ball and 2 strikes, the count to Tyler Flowers.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
Here's another 1-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs. Adam Duvall will stay in the game, taking over in right field and batting in the 8th spot. Chris Martin is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Hit on the ground out to short. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
The right fielder,
at the plate, Desmond Lindsay. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. A bouncer up the middle. Beautiful diving stop. He goes to first. It's there, and he's out. Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. 2 out, nobody on. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Two balls and a strike. Fouled off. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2. Brandon Nimmo would be next. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this. So here's Johan Camargo. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. No balls and 1 strike. Now the 0-1. And that misses. 1-1. High and deep to right. A ball that's tarrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The batter,
ready for another shot now. Dansby Swanson head-to-head against Edwin Diaz. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Smith is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Ender Inciarte.
Ender Inciarte will be the next to bat. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Here comes the first pitch. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1-2 now as this catches the outer half.
1-2.
And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. Down in order go the Braves. But they lead it 3-0. Darren O'Day comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Standing in, Brandon Nimmo. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one.
Now batting,
now to the plate, J.D. Davis. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. He's set, and the pitch. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
This offense has been underachieving all day, putting way too much pressure on their own pitching staff. Someone has to have a quality AB and get this line going.
Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. O'Day 37 years old. He's a veteran of 13 years at the major league level, which really points to the consistency he's shown since he first broke in.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments, and you don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way. He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
The 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Acuña's there for it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
The left fielder, number 2, Dominic.
Stepping up now, Dominic Smith. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. First pitch on its way. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he holds up on this one, but it's a called strike 3. And with that, the ball game is over. And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. Atlanta crossed the plate 3 times in the 8th, helping propel them to the win.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Atlanta Braves, 3 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Mets, no runs, 4 hits, 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 44 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. Here it's the second of this three-game set between the Atlanta Braves and the New York Mets. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Marcus Stroman, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last three starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
Now at the plate, Ender Inciarte. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one.
First pitch, 7-11.
Skied into very shallow right. Conforto has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number one.
Batting second, the right fielder, Nick Markakis.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And standing in, the powerful right fielder, Nick Markakis.
Fans, it's still only May, but summer will be here before you know it. So there's no better time than the present to make sure you'll be part of the action this summer with a full or partial season ticket plan. Don't miss out. For information, stop by any stadium window and say hello to one of our friendly ticket agents. They'll find a plan to suit your needs.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes. Markakis, originally from New York State. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Line drive to center field. Marisnik is there, 2 gone.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 5.
So next up will be Freddie Freeman. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And now pitch on the way.
Two-pitch mix here. If you're in the batter's box, you're looking for something up. Sinker changeup right here. Got to get it up.
Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
The 1-2. Down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Braves nothing, Mets coming to bat. You're watching MLB. Felix Hernandez is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Braves. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, not a very good start in his last one, Matt. Only 4 innings, so he did get a no decision. But he's a much better pitcher than that, and I know that they're expecting more than 4 innings. Hopefully a win, too, out of this guy in this one.
Ball 1. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
The 1-1. Lifted the other way to left center. On the move is Ozuna. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Robinson Cano the next to dig in. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Cano waits on the first pitch. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-0.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
1-2.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Yeah, there are a couple of things you don't want to do as a visiting pitcher. Never give the home crowd a reason to get involved early, and don't put guys on base to ignite a big inning. Well, mission accomplished on both fronts. We'll see how he responds.
Here comes the first pitch. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Cano stands at first with 1 out. Outside for a ball, 1-1. From the stretch. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
Even though he was fooled in the box right there by that pitch, he was able to keep his hands back, not overcommit, and stay in this at bat.
Now the 2-1. Drilled to the right side. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and a guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
He'll enter play here with an average just over 250, 11 home runs, and 22 RBIs. Comes set with the 0-1.
1-1.
First and second now, 1 man out. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Acuna going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Michael Conforto.
In now, Michael Conforto. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Hernandez comes set. First pitch on the way. And that misses, ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
And he misses again, 2-0. Conforto is a big threat in a matchup like this. He's got a ton of pop against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, I think because of his approach. He's not a dead pull guy. You want to try and sneak a piece of cheese in or hang something over the heart of the plate, he's going to absolutely crush it. But anything going away from him goes right.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the. Acuna digs in now. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Here's the first pitch to him. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball in.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Called strike two as he locks him up there. Here now the 2-2.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep, too.
Drilled down the line. Oh, what a stop. And the first out of the inning is a beautiful one. What a play.
The left fielder, number 20.
And that'll bring in Marcell Ozuna. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The windup and the 0-1.
I got one ball, one strike.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. So up steps Ozzie Albies. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First offering on its way.
Ball, that's out.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. To 2-2 now.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Down in order go the Braves. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Stepping up to the plate, J.D. Davis. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Right on it there, but this is foul over toward the first base dugout. Here's Hernandez now on 0-2. Smoke toward the hole. And this gets through into right, so he turns the 0-2 count into a leadoff base hit.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Row, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
And this will be fouled away. Ready with the 0-1. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. A runner at first with no outs here. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Two and 2 to the Mets catcher. Just hung in there on that one. And he got him.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Marisnick, a California-born ball player. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
The 2-0 on the way. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Looking up, Acuna. Gone! So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Home run number 2 for him on the year as the Mets are out in front now, 2-0.
Big swing right there. Give himself a little bit of breathing room. Let his pitcher go to work. Now they're up 2.
Here's Jed Lowry now. As Hernandez is going to jump ahead of him here with strike 1. Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. Still only 1 out in the inning. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Back to the top of the order now, and ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. Couldn't hold up on the curveball there as he went around for strike 1. 1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. The 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
High in the air out to center field. Acuna's there for it. And that ends the inning. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging. Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
The catch is made on the mound, and that's the first out.
Batting in, the third baseman.
So 1 gone for the Braves here in the third. And up next, the utility man, Johan Camargo. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
2 well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
Good waist pitch, 1-2.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. As we look at all 5 pitches, notice the location, all 5 down in the zone. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
Lays off 1-0. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Now he'll step off and rethink this. The 1-0 home. Lofted in the air out to right field. Conforto is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They're still down. It's 2-0. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Robbie Cano settling in to start out the inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1. Here's a hard hit ball that'll be caught out there at short. A rough start to the home third. There's 1 away.
Now batting, number 6.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch. Hit back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. That's wide, 2-0.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And it's fouled away. The second for 1.
Now batting, the right fielder.
So a runner at first with 2 away. And up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. Hernandez comes set. Here it comes. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
0-2, here it is. Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is one. But they hold a 2-0 lead. Ender and Ciarte will be the next to bat. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man. Now the 1-1 pitch. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
Now batting, the right fielder, Nick.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
And that was one of the hardest hit balls they've had all game, Matty. It's been a pretty feeble effort by his teammates on the offensive side.
Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Freeman, 30 years of age. He's an 11-year vet at the major league level, so he certainly put together a nice career in professional baseball. High chopper to third. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning. Down in order go the Braves. They trail. Just about set to go for the last of the fourth. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Thank you, Heidi. Now Hernandez will get back to work here as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man. No balls and a strike. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Hey, obviously he had a pretty good gauge on that first heater right there. He was super aggressive, thought he was getting another one, slowed him down with the curveball. That's the cat and mouse.
The 1-2 is taken for a ball as that slider broke off the plate.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
Ripped on the ground to first, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now back.
Digging in now, Zach Collins comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Now the pitch. And he looks at his sinker for a called third strike, and now there are 2 gone. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
A ball and a strike. Oh, and a half swing there on a pitch out of the zone. Indeed, it's strike 2. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Mets. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves' offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Thank you, Heidi. Fouled away. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first, but this will land untouched. 0-1 pitch on its way. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Waiting on it is Nimmo, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. And, Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Trouble averted here as this is tapped out in front of the mound. And the inning is going to continue here as he reaches on an infield single.
Next for Atlanta.
Hey, listen, Dero, they're not going to complain at all. A base hit is a base hit, even though that's an infield single. And hopefully that's a good sign that things are about to turn for them in this one.
Yeah, there hasn't been a fight at the bat rack, per se, Dan, in this one. I don't care what knock. I don't care if it's a swinging bunt or a home run into the streets. This could get the offense going.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Swing and a liner. Foul. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1 left for Atlanta. They're down 2-0. Into the box, Jed Lowry. be the first to greet Felix Hernandez to start the inning. Now the pitch. The windup and the 0-1. Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. Tough ruling, but it's out number 1. So here's Brendan Nimmo. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up Robinson Cano. There's the sinker to start him out, missing down and away for ball 1. Now a check swing here, but the home plate umpire says he went around, and no argument, and it's 1-1. Pitch on the way. Fly ball to straightaway left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets, as they're unable to add to the... So here's Johan Camargo. They'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
A ball and a strike. Good action on the sinker. 1-2.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. And he fouls this one off. Now a step off as they try to get on the same page. The 1-1 is in there for the 2nd strike. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Looked like a cut fastball there, and all they can do with it is foul it off to the right. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Sent on the ground out to second, and that is through into right field for a single.
Well, that's only the 2nd hit he's given up tonight, and the first one didn't do any damage. So he's not sweating this one at all. They haven't been able to string anything together.
Here's Ender Inciarte. A ball and no strikes. No hits to this point. 2 balls and no strikes now to the Atlanta DH. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Lifted in the air out to center field. Marisnick is under it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Stepping in for the Braves, Freddie Freeman. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. No balls and a strike to count. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Called strike 0-2.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
The 0-2 pitch. Hit hard up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. The throw to the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, Dero, so close to getting the strikeout there. Needed to make one more pitch and didn't throw a good enough breaking ball there with 2 strikes.
Yeah, and that's what you pray for from an offensive standpoint. You try and pick up that red spinning dot that constitutes slider coming in there, and then you hope it doesn't fall off the table. He was able to get himself inside that baseball and get a ribby hit.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he struck him out. His 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. Braves will settle for just the 1. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. The Mets lead it 2-1. Bottom of the 6th inning now. So here's Jeff McNeil. Last time through was a base hit.
Number 6.
Here it comes. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0. And 0 now.
Got through the 5th all right, but it looks like he's a little off kilter here to start the 6th.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
So here's Pete Alonso. He reached on a fielder's choice previously.
And they don't need anything special from him right here. They need to find a way to just move that runner up 90 feet. Don't be shocked if the sac bunt gets laid down.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
He's certainly searching out there on the mound. 5 straight balls in a row. You have to take a strike as a hitter right here.
Two-0 count, the pitch. And this one gets away. And just what they wanted offensively as the runner moves into scoring position.
Well, now might be a good time to make a visit to the mound. Your pitcher walks the first batter and allows him to get into scoring position with the wild pitch. Got to settle him down and make sure everything's all right physically.
Sinker gets the outside for a strike. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Now the payoff pitch home. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Now batting.
Digging in, Michael Conforto. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. He's set. Here it comes. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And this will kick off the base of the wall. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. But the throw is well up the line, and a second run's going to score.
Well, maybe the tables have turned a bit. Earlier in the game, the pitcher had his way with him, but he wins the battle this time, and in a big way. 2 runs on the board as the result.
Comes the Braves manager out as he'll take that slow walk toward the mound. And his arrival is going to mark the end of the evening now for Felix Hernandez. Just 5 innings of work for him here as he really never found his rhythm in this one. Luke Jackson takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning. J.D. Davis the next at bat as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. 0-1. Here it comes. And this one's in the dirt. And he'll get back in safely as wisely he hadn't committed too strongly toward third base. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Oh, that's off the plate.
And a pretty good take there on the slider down. It's ball 3.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Now batting. The catcher.
Coming to the plate now, Zach Collins. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
The 1-1.
Whoa, that's down.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Here it is. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Acuna going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Center fielder, number 16.
Jake Marisnick will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Great pitch right there. That is a huge breaking ball. Not shocked he took it. Got to calibrate that one for a second.
Fouled off.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. The 2-2. Swing and a liner. Foul. The 2-2 one more time. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
0-1 the count. Looking to minimize the damage here. And now a pitch that's taken here by Lowry as that evens the count at 1-1. Hard hit ball to second. And a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by. Long throw to third. And this will come in far too late. He's in there at third.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up the chute again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
Now, that's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point, D-Roy. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little bit too much. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and hit the ball where it's pitched, and a good job and a run batted in.
Here comes the 0-1.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning. No errors, and a couple of men left. 7th inning coming up. It's the Mets 5 and the Braves 1. New inning set to get underway. Here's Marcell Ozuna. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he lays off there, 1-0. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And no one will track it down. The 1-1 home.
That's ball 2. Count is 2-1.
Hit in the air to left. Waiting on it is Nimmo. 1 out.
The batter, number 1. Second base.
Into the box now, Ozzie Albies. He's working on a 1 for 2 games so far. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
And it's fouled away. The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
1 and 2.
I mean, you look in the dugout right now, you see steam coming out of the hitting coach's ears. Somebody has to stay back and find a way to get knocked.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Legs churning. He's headed for second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Here's the 4th hit of the game, and it's a good one. Puts a good swing on this thing, and it goes for a double. We'll see if they can build on it here.
Into the box now, Tyler Flowers, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Top of the throw will be well up the line as he scores easily.
Up next for Atlanta, the third baseman, Johan Camargo.
And the next in is Johan Camargo, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Behind 0-2 now. One out and a runner on second base. Hit on the ground out to short. And there's out number 2. Digging in once again, Dansby Swanson. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Ball 1. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
The count now at 2-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Giving chase is Nimmo. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. A.J. Minter gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
A.J. Minter.
Now at the plate, Robinson Cano. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Robinson Cano.
First pitch of the at-bat. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. Pitch on the way. Minter is a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the park. It's a rare day that someone takes him deep, which obviously makes him a very valuable commodity in the bullpen.
One of the things as a manager you want to do, you want to bring a reliever in and know that he can keep the ball in the ballpark, and this guy does a great job of that. He's near impossible to get the ball in the air to lift for a home run, and it's one of the reasons why he's a real effective relief pitcher.
And it's 1-2. Lifted into center field. Acuna's there for it. 1 away.
Now batting, number 6.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. First delivery to him on the way. And that fastball's taken but catches the outer third. 0-1 pitch on its way. Lined into right, a base hit.
Hey, not a bad way to start the nightcap. 3 at-bats, 3 base hits, D-Row.
Yeah, the pressure falls off you after you go 1 for 1. 2 for 2, all smiles. 3 for 3, get the party started.
In now, Pete Alonso, as he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike 1. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective. It looks so tempting to the hitter, but making contact on that pitch can be very tough.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
When the pitcher on the mound's establishing this kind of heater, you got to come off everything else and find a way to get that bat head in the zone.
The 0-1 pitch. And a check swing here, appeal down to third, but Matthew Ross says he held up, ball one. And strike three called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Mets strand one. They're still out in front 5-2. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Ender Inciarte. Fourth trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, right fielder
Nick Markakis digging in now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Low for ball one. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately. It all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Now the 2-1 to Markakis. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. 2-2 now to Markakis.
Hold down. 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Hit down the third baseline. Scooped up. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. And definitely worth another look with our show track data. Great reaction from the hot corner to make the backhand stop, and then he unleashes that very strong throw while in the air all the way across the diamond. He's going to be smiling about that one. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Taken there by Lowry. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Shane Green is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
number 19.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Coming to the plate now, J.D. Davis. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that's cut on and missed, 0-1. Hit on the ground toward the left. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly.
Now batting, catcher.
So chalk that one up as an E6, and he really can't believe it out there. Now at the plate, Zach Collins. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count. 0-2. We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Acuña's there for it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Center fielder, number 16.
Here's Jake Marisnik. Head-to-head battles with Shane Green. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
Counts even at 2-2 to Marisnik. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring in the shortstop, Jed Lowry. From the belt, the pitch, swing and a liner. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. All set to start the 9th in this one. And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Dylan Betances comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Here comes the first pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
1-1 the count now. Now a swing going, look out, over in the third base dugout as that thing nearly took out half the coaching staff. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. Final line there for the Mets starting pitcher. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
The second baseman.
Striding in, Ozzie Albies. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Comes set and the 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. The pitch. A crowd in excess of 37,000 come to their feet. Weekly hit towards first. Right to him. And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
5-2 the final score tonight. The Metropolitans took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Marcus Stroman earns the win, his second, as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Dylan Betances earns the save out of the bullpen, his 4th of the season. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
His record is now 2-3. The save to Dylan Betances, his 4th. The loss goes to Felix Hernandez. He falls to 3-2. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 2 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the Major League. As they took down the visiting Braves 5-2. Jose Urena collected win number 3 this year, leading the Marlins to a win over Pittsburgh 4-2. The Nationals totaled 13 hits as a team as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 8-3. Charlie Blackmon drove in 4 and had a home run as the Rockies bested the Phillies 5-3. He is currently riding a 10-game hitting streak. The St. Louis Cardinals amassed 14 hits in the game as they grabbed an extra innings win over the Brewers 5-3. The Cubs picked up 14 hits in total.